Greta.
Wednesdays?
I have a bag that I found that I think belongs to Greta Hadag.
Oh, you've been so kind. Would you like a cup of coffee?
A chance encounter.
I've been so lonely.
Well, I could help you.
A new connection.
I made a friend. Greta is an old lady.
A terrifying secret.
Oh my God! What did you do?
This Friday.
There's something you need to know about Greta.
Don't take the bait.
Just try to get rid of Greta.
Starring Chloe Grace Moretz. Greta in theaters Friday.
And here we go. Cue the music. Tuesday. It's February 26, 2019, and I'm Eric, talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where they say, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And that's why I consistently try to look like shit as much as possible.
Well done, sir.
How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Gord, that was, by the way, that was a song called Duckface by my good friend Sebastian Forsland. Sebastian's the one who helps me with all the music for the show, so I thought I'd show a little piece of what he does when he's not with me.
Very good. I very much enjoyed it.
And as everybody knows, I do all the music for the show, and if you want some curated royalty-free music for your next show or event, feel free to get in touch with me. You can do that through ericandgord@outlook.com. And I will write original royalty-free music for you in about half the time as everybody else and for about half the price. So ericandgord@outlook.com. Gord, how are you, sir?
I am living the dream that is my nightmare.
And how's the weather in lovely Milton these days?
You know, minus 10 right now, sitting in the middle of the spectacularly dark Milton Cemetery, and apparently we're getting another snowstorm tomorrow.
Oh, good stuff.
Yay!
I am so glad I don't live there.
It seems to be constant. Now, one thing that's actually bugging the shit out of me lately is that every time they mention, oh, it's going to fucking snow again, everybody's like, oh, it's going to be another snow day. Oh, it's going to be another snow day. It's going to be a snow day. When the fuck did fucking 5 centimeters end up being a fucking snow day in southern Ontario?
I don't know, man. Here you don't even need that much.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, you guys don't know what the fuck snow really is. I mean, you look at it at a mountain, you say, oh, wow, look, it's way over there. You know, but we're used to, like, we used to get dumping of, like, oh, expect 2 feet overnight. You know what I mean? Like, and you'd still go to fucking school. You know, now it's like 5 centimeters of dusting and everybody fucking panics.
Well, you know, you're talking about a whole generation of people who might die if you eat peanut butter before school, so.
Oh, God. Just, yeah. Fucking people.
People.
Who
cares?
What was I going to talk about? People. You know what I wanted to, the one thing I did want to get on real quick, just because of my debacle today, is I don't understand the cell phone thing. Because they made it illegal for them to lock the phones, but they still lock the phones, they just have to unlock them for you. It's the biggest pain in the ass. Why don't they just not lock the fucking phone?
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I still have to call and have them unlock it. And it's like a 15-second call. They're like, oh yeah, we know we have to unlock it. Well, what's the point of locking them in the first place then?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree. What is the fucking point?
Like, they changed the law, they lost the fight, they're not supposed to do it. They found this way to, like, just kind of keep it going for no apparent reason other than to just make my day suck.
enough. I mean, like everybody pulls out their phone and use it right away. Why are you locking your shit up?
I don't know. It makes no sense that I bought this. I bought a phone. It was locked to one company, and of course, the guy who sold it to me didn't tell me that.
No, that'd be too easy.
But I had to go online and get them to deal with it, and then they were like, "That's what they do now. That's all the call center does all day is unlock phones." So they're eager. They're happy to do it. That's their job. But what is the purpose of having? I don't get it.
Is it really locked? If it can be unlocked by just somebody being on another phone somewhere, is it really actually locked?
No, that's the point. Why make me do that? Give me the magic code. Write it on the phone or something.
Yeah. Again, fucking people. It's everything. I swear it's gone to the point now where you're not allowed to design a product and release it unless if there's at least 50 contingency plans of how 25 other businesses could be made off of your one product.
Well, yeah, I think that goes without saying.
Are all fucking pointless. They're all pointless fucking businesses. They shouldn't actually exist, but yet here we are.
Well, I think there's a whole group of people who that's what they do. They go around looking for, how can I ride the coattails of this and that, and make a business out of that. You know, it's like infomercial stores and stuff.
Well, apparently they're doing a good fucking job of it because they're making money. I'm not making money off of them.
No, well, look at the dollar store guy. There's one guy who invented all the dollar stores. And all he did was figure out, I can go to China, I can buy some shit for 3 cents and come sell it here for $1. And we went fucking crazy for them.
Oh, people swear by the dollar store. I go to the dollar store for tea party supplies, the occasional notebook, and if I'm really desperate, a chocolate bar.
You know, I actually went to, I'm not going to name where I went, but it's not Shoppers Drug Mart. That sounds like Schmunden Drugs. Looking for a notebook the other night, and they were ridiculously expensive. I definitely recommend the dollar store notebooks.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I write all my fucking notes on, dog. I mean, why would you want to spend $25 on a notepad when you go to the dollar store and spend $2?
You know why? It's just so I don't write stupid shit. Because I will, on a $25 notepad, I will sit there and write about how much this fucking notepad costs and waste a bunch of paper.
I guess that's true.
So it's good. I buy the more expensive ones, and it helps me save paper. Because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and write stupid shit and practice my signature. You know, like practice my autograph and my signature. Mr. Hunt Tomei or Mr. Marissa Tomei, however I'm going to sign my name. I haven't picked it out yet.
Marissa Tomei?
I don't know. What did I just see her in recently? Oh, it was that Steve Carell one with the kid, Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, right.
Steve Carell and the hot dude. Who's the hot dude from your neighborhood? Ryan Gosling, that's the one.
Ryan, yeah, there it is.
That's I would switch teams for Ryan Gosling. I swear to God, that's a hot guy. I can't even argue with women on that one.
See, but I don't get it. I mean, like, I can point out some good-looking dudes and all, but I don't get Ryan Gosling as being hot. Like, I don't know. Something about him, for me, just says either A, hidden serial killer, or just the most boring fucking person on the face of the planet.
I would think in real life he is, but people forget, like, when they look at actors, they think they're like these awesome, like, you think that's right. No, these are the drama kids from high school. Do you remember the freaks that were in drama club? These are the ones that grow up to be actors. They're all like nerds and weirdos.
Yeah, no, it's true. Very true.
They look cool in movies, but they're not.
No,
Action.
That's what they do. They play cool people, but without actually being cool.
Action!
Bitched about cell phones. I guess for maybe, because I won't be doing it too much longer, I don't think. I should bring to everyone's attention that this half of the show is brought to them by Anchor.fm, the easiest way to make your podcast ever. If you think you can do what Gord and I do every night, I want to hear you try. Go over to Anchor.com Anchor.fm, download the app where you can create and host unlimited episodes, record from wherever you want. and monetize your show, and you can do it all for free, except in Canada. Anchor.com, the best place to make your podcast ever. Not paying in Canada right now. So that's a free one. You owe me.
We're keeping tabs, motherfucker.
Oh, you bet I am, man. Because I don't want to cause a trade war, but I got some fat bank from someone else today, so.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah. Here, you know what? I'm gonna stop the mic. We went up to 7 cents on Spreaker.com.
Really?
Yeah, buddy. Now, that's 7 cents. I think I sent you the text. It sounds silly when you say it's only 7 cents, but that means our profits went up 75%.
Yeah. I will take a 75% jump any day, no matter what that fucking money down is.
And I want to say thank you to everybody in New York and Australia. Welcome to the show. If you're listening again tonight, we got a big bump in listenership on Spreaker.com, so thank you for that. And as always, hi Ashburn, Virginia. I'm looking forward to seeing you this summer when I go to Degrassi Palooza, 2-day event at the I forget the hotel in Toronto now, but 2 days event. The cast of Degrassi has decided to get together just for my birthday. That's awesome of them to do that for me. Really looking forward to getting out there. There's a GoFundMe page trying to get me there. And send me out there June 14th to the 16th. I'll be hanging out with all the kids at Degrassi. Gord will be with us. And they put this event together just for me, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're not advertising it as that, but we all know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been talking about them since day one of this show, and all of a sudden, for our 100th episode, they're putting together this party. Can't be coincidence.
Yeah, no. That's just, it just shows that they actually listen. I'll get you, I bet you the bulk of our listeners that are coming around the area, I bet it's all people from the show. They're just like, well, we got to do something. I mean, Jesus Christ, this guy fucking doesn't stop talking about it.
Yeah. And again,
who cares?
You're welcome, James.
Every time you play a sound, that's me, you're welcome, James. Every time.
I was wondering, actually, totally not related, in case he doesn't want it to be, I was wondering if anyone from that old company listens to us. Because we do have quite a big following in Vancouver now. I wonder if it's any of them.
I would have to assume at least, like, 2.
Yeah, I think there's 2 that I'm in contact with on other social media platforms. The only 2 I could think of that might... I don't know. It'd be funny if the whole story... Imagine if we still worked there. We would be rock stars with this show.
Oh, it's true. That'd be great. I would laugh my ass off every fucking day when everybody thought somebody would come in like, hey, are you fucking Gord? Is Eric here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hang on. I'll go get him.
Oh, we would be disruptive.
It'd be great. Make a lot of money for the company, but it'd be great.
Oh yeah, well, what's his nuts? Greg, it was smart. He'd just have me plug the show every night, or the store every night, and I'd be happy to.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, Greg, I still would. I'll plug anything. Anybody send me some money, I'll advertise your business. So, Greg, if it's you listening to us, give me a call, buddy. Eric and Gord at Outlook.com or 604-655-9630. Always happy to entertain anything where it involves you giving me money to do something.
And for the record, I don't think we've actually said anything bad about that place.
No, not really.
Like, we actually have, I got fond fucking memories of working there. I really did.
I can't say a bad word about it. I really can't. The reason for my leaving was unfortunate, and that was one. The writing was on the wall the day a certain person started and decided she didn't like me, and that's fine. That's how retail works. But I have no hard feelings toward the company. I had a blast working there.
Yeah, no, it was great. I had a lot of fucking fun. I met some absolutely amazing people and lifelong fucking friends from that place.
And I basically got fired for getting drunk and betting a 22-year-old. So there's worse things you could get fired for.
You're not lying. Oh man.
And that was a terrible thing to say. But I guarantee she's not listening. All right, we should probably talk about something or something. I didn't really have a lot of stuff I wanted to put together tonight. Because, again, I thought we had a guest. I am really bad at this. I'm good at scheduling the guests. I'm just not good at meeting with them and recording the show with them.
Well, that's not your problem. That's theirs for not showing up.
Yeah, that's true. I did run into that girl again today. She very much apologized and she wanted to do it today, and then she disappeared. So.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's going nuts, and that's the because of the dope that's going around down here is making people stupid and insane. And I did want to touch on it a little bit tonight because I talked about it ad nauseum last year, and people have this misconception that things are getting better around here. And the opposite couldn't be more true. They're just talking about it a whole lot less. We came in at, as everyone knows, 1,437 deaths in 2017. And we actually beat that in 2018, but they're not releasing the numbers from November and December yet. So there's no exact figure. But, yeah, we're approaching 4,000 in the last 2 years. And we're not doing much worse. Kicking off 2019 here, we had 9 deaths 2 weeks ago right here in Vancouver, all in one lovely Friday night.
Is this really okay? Devil's advocate, not even devil's advocate, fucking just being an asshole. But really, what kind of people are really dying from that?
Besides all my friends?
Well, besides all your friends. Like, are we talking like, you know, doctors and, I mean, it'd be great if they were lawyers. That'd be awesome. But are we talking like teachers? Are we talking like, I don't know, productive members of society? Or are they really just solving a form of a problem?
Well, I'm sure that's the approach a lot of people are taking. That, yeah, it definitely is. Healthcare costs are at an all-time low, and John Horgan's taking all the credit for it. The fact of the matter is there's just a whole lot less of us ended up in the hospital.
Everybody's just dying.
Everybody's just dying, and the shit's getting stronger, and people are becoming complacent with it. People think they know how to do it because they're used to it now, and they don't. And they fuck up, and
so has anybody thought to say, look at? Because this is the fucked up thing for me to think of, but has anybody ever thought to say, turn around and look at, say, I don't know, funeral homes, monument companies, cemeteries? These people might be behind some of this because truly they're the ones that are benefiting from it.
Oh, did you know? I got an episode about that from before you came along. About the nasty practices in the death business. There are some shady motherfuckers out there selling death, man, to families in mourning they don't know what they're signing. They don't what the hell do you need the $100,000 package for? Your kid just died or something. It's a sick industry you're in, my friend.
There's a reason. Well, that's not really the main reason why I'm not in it. I'm not in it because it's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've you know, it was a very strange thing growing up, and we'd be sitting around the dinner table, and my dad would open up the newspaper, or they would talk about the news, and I would be like, "Hey, did you hear about that bus crash today?" Yeah. And it was never spoken in the sense of, "Hey, we're gonna have a good fucking summer this year," but there was that hint of a smile underneath that frowny face of bus crash, eh? 10 dead?
And you can't fault them for that.
No.
That was wildly inappropriate. Not what I meant to do.
There you go, James.
There you go, James. Yeah. You could be onto something, buddy. Maybe these aren't a good idea. I don't have my
But
drink.
like, seriously though, I mean, like it was a weird fucking upbringing in that sense of going through it when your parents are going through the obituaries and going, "Oh, we get this fucking phone call."
Yeah, no kidding.
And then sure enough, they'd end up getting the phone call. But they're like, "Hey, remember Mr. Smith that died there? Was reading over when we were having fucking flapjack for dinner?" Yeah, they came in today.
That's got to be weird.
It's very, very strange.
Yeah, but no, you're right. And you know what? I've taken both sides of this conversation many times because, you know, I've been an addict. I know what it's like, and I know I don't give a shit how good the stuff is out there. You got a 50% chance of dying. I'm not playing those odds.
No, and that's just it. Like, you know,
At this point, if someone came up to you, Gord, on the street and said, I don't know what one of your favorite things is off the top of my head, but say pie, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Someone comes up and says, hey, I got this rhubarb pie for you. It's going to be the best rhubarb pie. It's going to change your life forever. The last 4,000 people that tried it fucking died right then and there. But give it a try. You're going to love it. I think you'd say probably no. I think I'll pass.
Yeah, I actually would pass on that one. That's not something I'd be interested in. No. And that's the thing. Like, you know, I just don't. I don't know. Like, I mean, I understand the mentality of the addict. I mean, I've been there. I was a raging alcoholic and abusing every fucking drug under the sun for quite a while. I get it, you know. I mean, I understand the mentality of just, fuck it, just give me something and I don't care what it is. But if I'm anywhere and in any situation and I'm just looking around and going, fuck me, there's 1,800 deaths in the last fucking, like, few months.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, right?
Fuck it.
But part of me just really wants to make sure that people are still talking about this and realizing it's not getting better and people need help. You know, it's really not fair the way they just handed everyone Narcan kits and said, you deal with it, we don't have the stomach for it, you guys take care of it yourselves. And God bless these neighborhoods for coming together and putting together these injection sites and these groups that are doing their best to help people, and God love them, they're trying. Some more successful than others, but at least they're trying something. I just want people to remember that your neighbors are all dying. And yeah, it might be a means to an end for certain groups of people, but frankly, there's still good people dying down here, and it's not getting better. It is disgusting and sad. And the fact that people aren't talking about it as much anymore is kind of disgusting and sad to me. So it might not be in your network news, but it's going to be in my news until something gets fucking done about it. And that's just that.
Yeah, there's so many unanswered questions that don't make sense.
There are, and but that's the thing, nobody's asking the questions.
Yeah, what drug dealer is going to cut his shit with something that's going to kill off his own clientele?
Oh, for the profit margin? To lose...
It's not enough.
Oh, it is. It's gigantic. It's retarded, the profit.
Yeah, but it's not just short-sighted. But, I mean, you got to figure. If you're selling, say you're doing, I don't know, let me think of a stupid number. Say you're selling out 100 grams a week, okay? And out of that 100 grams, 50 of those grams are going to fucking kill somebody.
Yep. You don't care.
That 25 grams, that 50 grams that's left out of that 100, you're going to lose half of that to people that are going to be scared fucking straight. And the other ones are going to not go to you. They're going to go to somebody else to get it. So you just lost all your business.
I wish it were that simple. It would be a lot better, but it's not that way. And the profit, literally, you're talking going from hundreds of dollars to pennies. The cost. It's
nobody's ever not made a lot of money off of fucking coke and fucking heroin and fucking all this. There's no way to not make money.
Yeah, well, that's the other. Yeah, I mean, it is. But there's no respect for human life. People don't respect human life anymore because we don't look at each other as humans. You're not. You're just another cell phone. You're another email. You're another number on the end of a phone. You're not a real person. Went back in the days that I'm thinking, what's the shitty Pacino movie that I don't like Scarface. Sorry, Al, I don't like it. He's kind of a dick anyway. That's another story. But you think back then, there was still a modicum of integrity left in the job. You still thought about the people you were killing. Now nobody gives a shit. Nobody's people anymore.
I just don't understand. I don't know. There's no thought process anywhere, even as a supplier. Because think about it. If you're out there on the street and you're selling shit that's not cut with the same shit that's killing everybody, the people who are coming to you are going to be telling their friends, look, man, nobody has ever died taking this guy's stuff.
Yeah, well, and that happens. People
just taking your business from 100 people to 1,000 people in a matter of a week.
Yeah, it's few and far between that happens nowadays, but it still happens, and people do flock to them. You're right. That's why the solution to this tomorrow is you legalize drugs and start selling clean drugs in pharmacies. That's the only way to get rid of it.
Yeah, but the government will fuck it up because that's what they do best.
Nah, they already have.
Yeah, they don't know how to do it right. Because they legalize it, but then they make it more expensive than what's available on the street. They just fuel the black market worse than it already is, which is pretty much exactly the way everything is going anyway.
Well, that's what happened with methadone. It just got fucked up in that sense, and now being completely taken advantage of, just like the prescription drugs that you brought up. I believe it was about 2 months ago now. You had the bombshell expose on those. It's that way with everything. It's anytime where you have a small group of people who can benefit from a big group of people who doesn't know it, you're gonna have a whole shitload of corruption.
Yeah.
And our system is designed for and by these shifty little Trudeau motherfuckers who know that, and that's why they're in the business.
I just don't know. I just don't understand, because I mean, again, I'm not what you call an educated man in the sense that, you know, I didn't even pass high school, for Christ's sake, let alone go to college for business or anything. But like, I just don't understand how, with the age of the internet, with the wealth of information that's available at everybody's fingertips, I don't understand how the drug dealers can cut their shit with stuff that kills off your own fucking fuels or money supply. And I don't understand how these government people can bite the hand that feeds them by creating policies that make the simplest of things so fucking difficult.
That's the one that baffles me the most. And looking at what's going on, what's happening to our Justice Minister, former Justice Minister right now, because she called them on their shit. It's embarrassing and it's frightening.
Yeah, it really is.
And they're not even being subtle about what's happening to her. It's disgusting. And if my opinion of Trudeau could have gotten any lower, it would have been these last couple of weeks watching what he's done to our First Nations minister. It's just been a shame. And she's such a cool lady, and just she called them on what they said they were going to do during their campaign, and she got fucking fired for it. So
yeah,
that's who he is.
And no, he just doesn't. Nobody seems to give a shit.
Well, everybody gives a shit, but we're all in this position of what are we gonna do? You know, what are we gonna do about it? Well, you're gonna. Oh, sorry, James. What we should be doing about it is fucking rioting in the streets and finding those militia groups from the 90s and saying, okay, boys, it's your turn. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, now we're talking.
But no one seems to want to do that. We'll see what happens.
I have something to talk about, sorry.
Oh, please do. Actually, let's go ahead.
Since we're talking about government and fucking stupidity, I've got the pinnacle. I have the absolute Darwin fucking winner of stupid fucking laws created.
Is this a Gordon Ford moment?
No, this is beyond. This is fucking higher than Ford.
Oh, well, no one's higher than Ford. Let's be honest. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you ready for this?
I am. I'm ready.
It is illegal in Ontario to defend yourself against an intruder in your home.
Oh, yes.
Illegal. If a guy breaks into your home, attempts to kill you, and you punch him in the face, you are being charged.
Didn't that happen to... Was it Trudeau that happened to? No, it was Chrétien.
Yeah, it was Chrétien.
And he got up and he just locked the door. And that was the end of the story. That's a Canadian break-in for you. That was the end of the story. It is
illegal to defend yourself in your own home against an intruder.
See, now, that's not an Ontario thing. Because I have a family friend who went to jail for shooting a guy in his house. He was in bed. He was laying in bed. A guy came through his window. He pulled out a gun and shot the guy, and he went to jail.
Yeah, now that's been a law in Canada for a long time. Like in Canada, you're not allowed to use a weapon in self-defense or as an act of an offense. But you cannot legally defend yourself. Think about that for just a moment.
Well, that statement right there is
The
stupid.
criminal has so much more rights than you in Canada that you cannot legally defend yourself when somebody breaks into your fucking home.
Finish him!
Yeah, that's well. When you say you cannot legally defend yourself, that right there's a problem. I think in any circumstance, if it is defense, there's no gray area there. You're defending yourself. That's the end of that statement. That conversation's over, in my mind.
That's it.
You know, and
I'll never forget. I brought this up a while ago when we first started doing the podcast, I believe, at some point. There's a story many years ago in Ontario where the fucking family was on vacation. They weren't even home. They were out of the country on vacation. A guy broke into their home, tripped down the stairs, and he sued the family and fucking won.
yeah, that's hilarious.
That's terrifying. I mean, could you imagine? I could break into somebody's home, get a sliver, and then I can sue them because their furniture gave me a splinter
Yep.
while I was illegally in their home.
That's the same as the girl who sat on the bench at Rona. There was a sign on the bench said "Do not sit." There's a sign on the door said "Don't sit on the bench." She sat on the bench. She got $40,000
Wow.
because the bench broke under her. But it's a ridiculous situation. Hey, 2021, vote for Eric, and we will at least on a municipal level make some changes. But yeah, laws like that are just things that people don't open the books to, and they're stupid, and they never should have existed in the first place.
I just don't get how there's any more than a single human being. I can get how one person can come up with a theory like this and be like, yeah, I don't think people should do this. I don't get how there's another human being in any room, anywhere that's going to sit back and go, wait a minute, you're a fucking moron and you shouldn't be in this position, and I'm going to make sure that you never get the chance to pass a law again if this is what you're going to do.
Well, that's why
they expose the person for it.
Those are the.
I still haven't been able to find out who the fucking person was that wrote this fucking law.
Well,
Because when I find out, you can bet I'm breaking into that motherfucker's house and I'm going to beat him fucking senseless, and he can't touch me.
Okay, first of all, you can always find out who motioned a proposal like that. That's just in the books. But yeah, they're backbenchers, and they're put in the back so that people don't hear them. Those are the ones that call you out on their shit. But our government's not set up in a way where we listen to those ones, because it's far from being actually democratic. We don't listen to the ones who question us. We send them out to the boonies, and we listen to the ones who say yes to everything we do. That's how our politicians are. If you question,
who benefits from this, though? I mean, like,
nobody.
Who benefits? There is not one person, aside from the direct criminal, not one person, unless if it's, the lawyers?
Well, you gotta keep in mind a lot of these people are lawyers.
Yeah, but, I mean, these guys, the lawyers might benefit in the sense, but, I mean...
I think Harper just
Harper's
went...
not benefiting because they're putting people in jail that cost them $115,000 a year to keep in jail.
Well, that's just it. Crime pays, man. Whoever said crime doesn't pay, they were on the wrong side of the industry, because if you're on the side that's prosecuting, it pays pretty nicely. And the last thing on earth you want to do is put an end to crime. That would be, you'd devastate the economy.
But even though you wouldn't, because
of course
if you put end to crime, then you're not spending $115,000 fucking dollars per person.
Yeah, but keep in mind, in Canada, that's only for, what did you say, 45,000 people. That's less than Walmart makes in a day. It's not huge money we're talking there. In Canadian terms, it definitely is, but in the terms of the kind of money these people make, it's barely what they've got in their fucking ashtrays of their whatever they're driving these days. I don't know, Teslas, I guess, maybe.
Sure. God, fucking damn it! Like I just, why? Just fucking why? How does this? Like I just don't understand how the fuck this happens. Why aren't these people being just flat out like they should be ridiculed? They should be. Their families should be getting attacked on a daily basis, just so they know what it's like. You know, like, I mean, this is the things that should be happening. When a law gets put in place that goes against humanity, and fully against humanity, that should be, on its own case, that should be just,
well, that's why we invented the
fight.
Senate. That's what the Senate is supposed to do. The Senate's supposed to look at stupid laws and say, hey, these are stupid. But they do like 4 a year. They don't care. They're grandfathered in, and they're living off their pensions, and they're living off that $150,000 a year that the prisoners are costing us. That goes directly into their pockets. No one is set up to actually do anything that benefits anybody. They're there to collect a pension. It's a killer pension you get when you get out of the government. I stood to get something retarded if I actually made it to mayor for 3 goddamn years. And I will in 2021. Vote Eric. I can't do that. I can't campaign early. It's against the rules.
But, you know.
But yeah, when I go back at it, even I stand to make, like you said, when Rob Ford tried to put the big spotlight on what he got when he got elected, there's a stupid amount of free shit you get while you're charging everybody else. Ridiculous money and raising rates to things and putting fucking bike lanes in front of the emergency goddamn exit. Oh my god. I'm so glad he's gone. Not that our new guy's doing any better, although he was the first semi-impressive guest we had on the show.
Yeah, it's true.
And it was great of him to do that. He hasn't done anything he told us he was going to do that day you talked to us, but I'm still waiting, Kennedy. I know you're going to come back.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Oh, no, because he knows we're going to call him out on his shit.
Yeah, that was the first and last time I've seen him in this neighborhood, so I'm just saying, Ken, you know, buddy. Thought we had a thing.
God, fucking damn it, man. Like, I just don't get. I just don't understand it. There's just no rhyme or reason to this anymore. Like they produce laws that do nothing.
Real quick,
they absolutely do nothing.
I just want to clarify for our new listeners, and we have kind of a captive audience in the room tonight. I want to clarify. I ran for mayor in 2018. Didn't do very well. I had to drop out due to illness. But I had Kennedy Stewart on the podcast with us before he was mayor, and he gave us an outline of his platform and everything he was going to do for the downtown east side. He stood in Pigeon Park, gave us a whole song and dance, and I know it's only been a few months, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of positive coming from his government yet.
Nothing.
Anyway, that's the context I want to babbling about there. I just he didn't mention anything specific about it. That's the Atira building, is it not? Oh, the 58, right. God, that's good God back and forth so many times. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now that Army and Navy's out of the neighborhood. Because they're going all Cordova. They're off Hastings completely by the end of this month, I believe. So that whole side of the street's going to start getting developed. They're not going to want that garden across the way. I would imagine that whole thing is going to be gone real fast. That's a good question. That's something I'm going to have to look into. Sorry, Ontarians and Gord. I'm sure you're familiar with the big empty lot beside the Grand Union, right on Hastings, across the street from the Army and Navy. There's just a big void.
Yep.
Huge point of contention. Gregor Robertson said it was going to be all below market housing, low income housing, and here we are, long after he's hit the road, and it's still a big empty lot.
Nothing happened to it.
No, nothing. He didn't intend on doing anything to it. He couldn't find a way to put a bike lane in there. but just more uselessness. And I know it seems like a frivolous topic, but frankly, I'm getting sick of it. Just the more I watch nothing happen while the world is falling apart, it's embarrassing, and it's not frightening anymore. I mean, I know how this story ends, and it's not good for any of us. But just the fact that we're letting these people know that we're hiring fucking talk show hosts, because why not? I mean, who's next? Who's after Trump? Alf?
Yeah, right? Fuck it. Oh, that'd be great. Gordon Shumway for fucking president.
Where do you go? The entire cast of Hollywood Squares? Actually, they should just have Hollywood Squares instead of Congress. That'd be brilliant.
More shit would get dealt with, that's for sure.
Right? Have a big wheel. I love the idea of a big wheel to solve all the world's problems. You know, like, you go up, you get one spin, and that's the law that gets passed.
Yeah, but that's pretty much exactly where you were at this stage anyways. I mean, like...
When I win, I'm just going to have a big dartboard. Every Monday, I'm going to hold a conference. I'm going to get you guys all to suggest something. And then every Friday, I'm going to throw a dart. And whatever suggested it hits, that's the one I'm passing.
You know what's funny is that I think you can take that one step further and be able to set it up like we'll put a person that passed the last really stupid law. They go in front of the dartboard.
Yeah.
We just paint something on their fucking body, and wherever we hit them on the body, then that's the new law.
Do you think this isn't how North Vancouver went from a giant water slide down the middle of the fucking city to a giant useless Ferris wheel at the bottom of the city? That's someone has beat us to this idea. I'm talking to you, Daryl Masato. You're a genius in my mind.
Genius at something. I just don't know what the fuck it is.
Like, see, there's a thing. In a city being absolutely pushed and pulled constantly by three governments that can't agree on anything and a First Nations that just disagrees by proxy, and the best he could come up with was, fuck it, let's put a big water slide down the big hill.
For the record, I love the idea of that giant water slide.
Everybody loved the idea. It's why he got reelected, but it was a useless, stupid thing to do.
Oh, yeah, but great for tourism, great for the local area, for the local businesses and things like that, but at least there was a point to it. You know what I mean? Like, at least there was something that came out of it.
Thank God he didn't get away with his bike to his fucking electric road to pull you up the other side. That was hilarious. Would have ended up costing it just to... But hey, he's my favorite mayor by far. And I met him a couple of times too. He used to shop at Dick's Lumber quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he was a good guy. Kenna, that's what you want. Just a blue collar dude. Yeah, I don't care. Let's get drunk and do a big water slide down the hill. Oh, we should put a Ferris wheel at the bottom. Yeah, consider it done.
I wonder if it was one of the things where it started off where somebody went, so I got this bit of a thing for latex. What can we do with that? Guys like, well, what if we put a giant fucking water slide down fucking Lonsdale? Well, that's a lot of fucking latex. I could wear a latex suit in public and I wouldn't get judged. I'd be like saying, hey, look, I'm just a witness. I'm wearing my own rubber.
And that's why you'll be my my deputy mayor the day I win.
I'll be the one wearing the fucking latex.
Yeah, just handing out gold decks of cards and walking around in latex.
I'm in. I don't care. I'm in.
I guess since there's been absolutely no point to this episode, that we should bring people to the point of your contest. Big draw coming May 17th. We've actually had a couple of entries so far, so things are heating up, getting real exciting. But get your entries in. You got plenty of chances to win. Draw date is May 17th. It's for the ultimate barbecue set. Russian estimators value this thing at $1,500,000. And it's, by my math, probably closer to about $500 by the time you get it. But, Gord, why don't you explain what it is?
yeah, like Eric said, this is an awesome fucking set. You get everything you need. It's your tongs, it's your set of steak knives, it's your barbecue skewers, it's a carving knife, it's your carving fork. It's the salt and pepper shaker that comes with it. It's all stainless steel.
Wait, hold on. How am I going to carry all of that?
It comes in a stainless steel case, so you look like a fucking spy. It's amazing.
That's ridiculous. And it could possibly come with a real, I'm not shitting you, gold deck of cards.
Yes.
So you can play poker.
999.9 carat gold cards. Well, I don't know what the carats mean on them anymore, but yeah, it's gold cards.
That's awesome. I still maintain you are the biggest pimp showing up at your buddy's poker game with a gold deck of cards. That's like a James Bond villain. He would have something like that. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised you don't have the clip. I like gold.
I don't. Sorry, James, not today. But yeah, so to win this great barbecue set, all you gotta do, it's the easiest contest in the world. Write a review of our show, send it to us. That's all you gotta do, you're in. And each new review is a new entry. You write 100 reviews, you're in the draw 100 times. It couldn't be easier. So you want to send those in to Eric and Gord at Outlook.com, or you want to go over to Spotify or Podchaser.com and write a review there for us. Even if you just put your name and a 5-star rating, or a rating out of 5, I mean, you can do that. And I've also said, just to make it easier for everybody, because as if it could get any easier, we'll also accept reviews over Facebook and Twitter. So just look us up. I'm not going to bore you with everything. You type in Eric and Gord, and we pop up everywhere. We're the only Eric and Gords out there, and, well, no, that's not true. But we're the first 2 pages on Google. You put us on Google, we're the first 2 things that pop up, except for this asshole Eric Gordon, some famous goddamn NBA player that he's got to get the hell off my page because he's making me look bad.
Yeah, fuck him.
But you type in it, just go online, type in Eric and Gord. We're the ones that come up, you know. And then enter our contest, win our shit. It's that easy.
That's it. Simple.
And there's a big.
And don't forget, you're also getting a secondary set of steak knives professionally edged by moi.
That's craziness. That's a contest in its own. Just getting some free knife sharpening. That should be the contest, not you get the goddamn $200 knives as well.
It's true, because my knife sharpening is definitely worth that. They are, my edges are fucking flawless. They're amazing. They stand out.
You can ask Mike Holmes about this stuff. Mike Holmes will tell you. Gord's knives are the best.
That's right. Yes, that's right. He's my boy. We're tight now.
I'm hoping to get him on the show this year because of that.
Great.
We're going to have some good celebrity guests coming up this year. Like I said, we are trying very hard to get Pat Mastriani and Stephen Brogan on with us as soon as I get out to Toronto. That's the other thing I wanted to say. The GoFundMe page, fund my way to Toronto and make this happen. And we've got just more and more giveaways coming, and some services. That's the other things we got to talk about. It's a good thing this contest rigged, because I wouldn't want anyone else to get all that.
It's true.
It's not true.
Oh, yes.
No, it's not.
Who cares?
How? Yeah, the best we can do is just not do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it's not rigged. I'm not even doing the draw. I'm not going to say who's doing the draw, but it's kind of going to be like an executioner. It's an anonymous person, an anonymous bunch of judges. You can go to ericandgord.simdiff.com for complete contest rules and details, and you can also enter there if you like. Not very many people go to that little gem of a website, ericandgord.simdiff.com. It's quite the entertaining little website.
It is. It's a fun site because if you have the time, try to read Gord's bio on there. It's very long.
Gord's bio is ridiculously wordy. And it also, I don't know the last time you checked, but all the robot and produce videos are there to watch. If you missed them on Facebook or the Twitter or the million places I posted them, you can go right to ericandgord.simdiff.com and watch all those great robot videos again. And the second produce one should be out there tonight. If I can get a signal, I will send it. Um,
I love the fucking videos so much.
Me too, actually. I'm looking forward to the next installment. I know they're getting lopsided, but I like the robots. They fucking crack me up.
I love them all. I have to admit, they're just fun. They're great. They make me laugh. They bring me tremendous amounts of joy. So
Well,
yeah, I love that shit.
If you can't find them, you can always go to our website. They're all there. There's just a little tab that says the videos, and you click on there, and it used to be the Justin Bieber coloring book for the longest time that was posted there.
That's right.
But
which I still can't believe you fucking own.
oh, that was a good time in my life.
Oh.
So yeah, visit our website. It's better than you think, and it does get better and better over time. I don't know, Gord. I'm done, buddy.
I think, yeah. I mean, it's 1 in the morning. I got to be up early tomorrow. I got a long fucking day ahead of me tomorrow.
I know, God, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you a fantastic episode tomorrow. I think that depends on Gord. The next episode is going to be absolutely fantastic. We've got an amazing guest coming on, a really smart guy from North Van, who's going to come on and solve all the world's problems for us. So it's going to be a good one. We're going to be a little better prepared for it. It won't be another one of these shit show sit around. And James, I promise I'll lay off on the sound effects for that one. So I'm just not going to talk to anybody until that happens. Until then, take care of each other.
Find a politician and slap them stupid next time you see one for me. Thank you.
But not in your own home, because you can't defend against that.
No, in their home. That way it's legal.
All right, say goodnight, Gord.
Oh my God, that's actually true.
I know, right? And on that note, we're saying goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, it's funny. That's a good note. And on a high note. I like that. Yeah, I better kill these headphones because they're still listening to us. All right, there we go. Fire stuff,
every story starts the same way.
Get us in trouble something.
I'll just do a little bit until Sunday. And now I don't even know who I am. Not that I ever really did. What's in your head is in your head on big decisions. And when you meet the devil, he will always say he isn't. Once it's in your head, it's in your head until it isn't. Once it's in your head and then your head becomes a prison. Everybody talks about potential. Someday that boy will be something special. But no one bothered to tell him. Not that it would change things if they did. You gotta take sides. Once it's in your head, you're in your head on big decisions. And when you meet the devil, he will always say he isn't. Once it's in your head, it's in your head until it isn't. And once it's in your head, then your head becomes a prison. Did you take it or did it take you?
Redder.
Where's this?
I have a bag that I found that I think belongs to Greta Hadag.
Oh, you've been so kind. Would you like a cup of coffee?
A chance encounter.
I've been so lonely.
Well, I could help you.
A new connection.
I made a friend. Greta is an old lady.
A terrifying secret.
Oh my God! What did you do?
This Friday,
There's something you need to know about Greta.
don't take the bait.
Just try to get rid of Greta.
Starring Chloe Grace Moretz. Greta in theaters Friday.